Good morning, everyone. Strafecal. We are going to quickly exit while we have some buffs up, because wow, we have a lot of stuff. I'm hoping this is a free pass. I did toss like 3 scrolls of Enlarged Person at this in an effort to just get out.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes.
Nice.
Whoa, the heart is packed. And you considered nixing this little shindig, Beth?
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabras. And we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate. And he deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Mendev.
We did it together.
Someone did more than the rest of us. Don't deny your achievements. There'll always be plenty of miserable folk only too happy to tear you down.
That's fair.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabras. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
That's fair.
It's simply unforgivable.
Far corner of the table.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, breathe on this for me. For good luck.
We need all the luck we can get.
I'll put it on display at home.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
I really like those two.
Well, a couple perhaps.
Okay, who is this chiming in?
These blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
Oh! The queen is here. That's pretty awesome.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
We'll do the lawful. It's an honor, your majesty.
And for me also. So, this is what he looks like. The one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange...
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabras will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
We all need to get some
Grand
rest.
new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Yes.
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Daskari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Canabras' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen.
Oh,
and of how
God.
these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
That sounds about right.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent, Bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Keonan, and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
Thanks.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening.
Well, thanks.
I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Canabris. Now, what are we drinking?
Nice. I like the queen.
The fires of Canabris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
Okay. So the next objective is going to be Dresden. What? How's your adventure going? Let us know. I will. Queen. Okay, so we've got the Queen, we've got Erebeth and me.
Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabris. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Gorfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade, and I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss, the hero of Canabris, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade, your leader from now unto
Gotcha.
victory or death.
I was wondering exactly how that was going to play out.
It's time to rest. Everyone
Very
is
cool.
dismissed. There, the troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around
Very
camp,
cool.
and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Very, very cool. Okay. Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. Sure. Okay. So we're at level... Are we going to get 2 levels out of this? I'm kind of tempted to do that real quick, but I do want to look around. So let's actually look around first. Airbreath's coming with us. There's Storyteller and Nenio. I got the pages you were looking for. Another piece of evidence from the past I've forgotten. Oh. My hand touches the stone wall, and the cold pierces my palm like the teeth of a hungry dog sinking into a piece of meat. Can't take my hand away. Let the stone enjoy my warmth in return for its service. It accepts my caress and my unasked question. The one asked thousands upon thousands of times, where should I go next? Behind me I hear the loud stomping of the minotaurs that guard at this god-forsaken place. I tricked and outwitted them, leaving only a trace of my presence. There's darkness lurking up ahead, honing its swords, claws, and teeth, in the hope that a rare traveler visits its lair. Today it will get no one. This labyrinth is alive. Its red-veined stone walls resemble the guts of a huge creature. If you keep still and listen closely, you can hear it breathing in the wind that sweeps through this place. How were you able to evade all the dangers of the Ivory Labyrinth? Have you forgotten who you are speaking to? I am the last Archmage of Kionin. I have been to many dangerous places, and this is just one of many. It won't be the last. What do you need from the Ivory Labyrinth? Important questions. My kinfolk were weakling and cowards. They ran from danger, but one stood up to my enemy, and Baphomet will give me the weapon to win. Okay, for several years I have thought of how to defeat Earthfall. My enemy has no flesh, and it's impossible to kill. It blazes through everything in its path. It doesn't enslave, but destroys life itself. I know how to save my world. It came to destroy Galarian. Its strike was brutal, and the world barely withstood it. Earthfall was resisted by not one world, but several. But if Heaven or Elysium come to help the dying Galarian, if I manage to merge my world with another one, meld them together. This is a terrible plan. The power of the disaster will weaken. The denizens of Galarian will be able to temporarily take shelter. Baphomet, the cunning and insidious Lord of Minotaurs, was once a captive in Asmodeus' prison, but only 10 years passed before Baphomet was able to escape, which later became the Ivory Labyrinth. Such an achievement deserves respect, and is my goal, and it is the goal of my research, moving matter between planes. Okay. The one your mentor gave you? Yes, blinded by my pride, I tore to pieces when I thought I would not follow my kinfolk. I am still not going to run, but the knowledge written in this notebook by my former mentor might serve that purpose. What happened next? Copied strange symbols into the notebook. I still haven't the slightest idea what all these scribbles mean. What was the future demon lord thinking when he wrote them, while he was imprisoned in a cell with no way out? Is he in his right mind? I will need help to understand these notes. Otherwise, decrypting them will take more time than Pharasma has given me. Pharasma being the god of... she's the goddess of death, kind of in terms of death as transition, natural death, that sort of thing. One of the minotaurs behind me killed the other one, tore his heart out, and devoured it. And it's pleasant. I've done my work, and I can now leave this place. And still I linger. Okay. You decide to join the Crusade? I have decided not to, I'm afraid. My path and the path of the Crusade lead in the same direction, but alas, they are not yet one and the same. Okay. I wish you interesting adventures. That is a choice that you just made. Why would you say interesting adventure? That seems like a terrible thing to wish somebody. Encampment. Fruits. Okay. So, this is the commander's tent.
Let us be off.
These are the fighters of the Eagle Watch. Very cool. Check in with Ember. I've seen so many happy faces today. That's so good. Awesome.
Let's move.
Lan. Trying to say the Knight Commander the Knight Commander commands the Knights really fast and almost twisted my tongue. Nice. Clouds. You know, I haven't seen them since I was a kid. Grandma Bretlin, the director. Okay, good afternoon, Commanders. Or your Commanderness. Do you remember us? We're the crew from the next door theater company. Oh, hey! We signed up to clean pots and mend soldiers' clothes. Keeping the theater up a theater is expensive, so we all take side jobs. If we don't stop doing what we're doing, we're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Okay. Caught a pig and some piglets who ran out of a burned-out village. We put the piglets in a box and scared them a little, and it sounds like an approaching demon horde. I'm to be played by, two candidates to the roles. Don't you have any other actors who even vaguely resemble me? We're small and poorly funded theater. We only have a few actors. I'm to be played by a gnome? Not a gnome, two gnomes! Cyclops actor? He's completely tame. Alright, I've made my decision. You're the director, it's your choice. Yup. Group of soldiers talking loudly and laughing joyfully and passing around a flask. So picture this. My sword is by the fire and there's two goblins about to snatch it. 3 more digging through my tent. And I'm sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt. Wondering what in the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail. Once you get used to it. Too bad no one ever told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. What did you do? What did I do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know. They all went wild and started running around. I spot my sword, they spot me. I jump over to the fire, wearing nothing but my mail shirt. Grab my sword and yell a big tough voice. Oh, and Herod grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures. My sword's shining, the goblins are screaming. I jump to attack them. They fight back. Fought them off somehow, but ever since then I've never taken a step without my weapon. That's awesome. You're already drinking with the queen in camp? Stop this at once. Give me a sip too to the Majesty's health.
Follow me.
I mean, the queen seems pretty chill, so I'm not gonna throw that. Also, Seela's awesome. Field medic. Amelia. Beautiful day, isn't it? Yup. Vasali. Oh, okay. It doesn't look like we have actual interactions during this walking tour. Which is fine. Chapel tent, I'm hoping, is not full of Inquisitors. Altar of Taureg, Father of Creation, Dwarven God, Erastil, Old Deadeye, who we became very familiar with in the Pathfinder Kingmaker. Yomade, Paladin, Goddess of Paladins. This place has been sanctified. Desna. And Sarenrae, Light of the Sun. Very cool. Definitely cool. I appreciate that. I like the fact that their chapel tent has, like, the representation of the Pantheon like that. Our queen sure does like 'em wet behind the ears. Jerk. What did you say, sir? Nothing, Commander. Happy to serve. That's right. There's the field medic. I'm trying to get over here, I think. There's Horgus. There's Darren. Very soon you will depart on your crusade, where you scrape by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to fall asleep amidst snow. Soldiers be rudely awakened by the freezing cold, and Aaron have to look on the dour faces of the self-righteous prigs before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. Well, to each their own. I'll be blunt. You don't intrigue me. But you're a valuable companion. You could have stayed in my party. You don't intrigue me. Yeah, no. You're a valuable companion. Where? In this traveling circus? You must be joking. Of course I won't stay. Who in their right mind would trade a luxurious and carefree life for this crusade? I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off. It's worth noting, he is still showing up in our little icon down there, so I think he's gonna get dragged along with us. Do you remember me? Yeah. You were one of the people in the tavern. Oh, that was the young cleric. You joined the crusade? No, I haven't. I'm needed in Chili Creek. Yep. That's right. Yeah. Okay. That was the priest of Arestil. Okay. Talk to the army quartermaster, who I'm assuming is Nura, maybe? Nope. Loot, 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 loot.
March on.
There we go. Wilser Garms, Camp Quartermaster. Tell me about yourself. Drafted in the army, spent 3 years as shield bearer. I think I'll be done after we're done with this war. Okay. What are your duties around the camp? A little bit of everything. What's an officer to a soldier? Strict father. Okay. Show me what you think. Show me what you have. Yep. Let's do that. I'll look through the magic stuff later, but for now, I just want to clear out. This is pretty much all just masterwork and cold iron weapons. And armor. And quite frankly, it weighs a ton. So I want to clear all of it out. We're going to get our 10,000 gold out of it. And I will go through and look at his wares in a little bit here. Now we need to talk to the queen. Who is probably in the commander's tent. She greets with a stare. She has dropped the pompous air.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them,
Nice.
and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation.
Okay. So it's like a... Hallow.
March to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Bainik.
Nice.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
Okay.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
I hope it is to throw your fellow Inquisitors under a bus.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about some of the metaphysical stuff first. Did you know that the souls of angels are confined in the word stones?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomade's herald erected the first wardstone in Canobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomade easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works. Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the wardstone in Canobris, and were able to save this gift of Iomade. It was a deed worthy of a Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
Okay, let's talk about Lariel.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the World Wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse.
The angels left us to go on this special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
Okay, let's check in.
Of course. I shall answer.
What forces are at my
Everyone we saw
disposal?
today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit.
Nice.
These
I really
forces,
like
as
her.
I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Wonderful.
Yeah, let's go ahead and say the task is clear.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable. Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
What a wonderful gesture, Your Majesty. I imagine our dear Count would have been inconsolable if you hadn't given him a chance to serve the common cause.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself.
Gotcha. I love how they left that little loophole in, that if you want to remove him from your party, you can.
Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the Crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Nice.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Then let's get going. May Ayomide help us.
Okay. So there is a bunch of stuff that we're gonna need to do. I think, given how long that introduction took, we're gonna wrap here, and I'm gonna come back with kind of a bookkeeping. Most likely gonna just go through, do some shopping, and leveling up all the characters, and re-equipping people. And we will actually, yeah, I'll go through it this time, but I think I'm probably getting to the point where we're gonna not be doing the leveling, all the levels on stream. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.